We turn now to John Dickerson, our chief Washington correspondent and anchor of Face the Nation, and Nancy Cordes, our chief congressional correspondent. John, let me start with you. Mr. Trump begins the 12th month of his presidency today. Put this year in context, if you would.
Well, it's a bit of a paradox. If you look on the one side, you have all of those achievements that Major talked about that the president got. And here he got a big legislative achievement at the end, which was really what he wanted. But for somebody who came into the office with his signature skill being marketing, all of those achievements have not paid off in popularity. His approval rating, the average is at about 39%. This tax bill that he's been selling, the approval rating for that is below 30%, about 10 points away from where the Affordable Care Act was when President Obama signed it. The Republican Party is less popular. And so he has gotten the achievement, but what has eluded him so far is the approval.
Nancy, Republicans want this to show they can get something big done. What might come next?
Well, the president has talked a lot about infrastructure, but congressional Republicans really want to take another run at health care, either shoring up individual insurance markets or chipping away at more of Obamacare. Welfare reform is another big GOP priority, reinstating work requirements for Medicaid and food stamp recipients. And House Speaker Paul Ryan and a number of Republicans want to go even further and reform Medicare and Social Security as well. But some of their colleagues think that could be radioactive in a midterm election year, especially, Jeff, since President Trump has promised not to touch entitlements.
And John, talk about that image that was projected today at the White House, that of a unified party. Is that the case right now?
Well, it sure looks like it. And remember, a few weeks ago, we were talking about, well, the race in Alabama, which split the Republican Party. And then also you've had some senators, even those who were standing behind him today, smiling and applauding, like Senator Corker, who have been openly critical of the president, suggested he may not be fit for the job. They are now all behind him. When you'd ask Paul Ryan about some of these controversies over the last several months, he would say, well, I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on our agenda, and that's what you saw today. They were in the promised land, all of them together. That locks the party in behind the president. It is not just a Republican Party that's President Trump's party, but it's now a unified Republican Party by today's actions.
John Dickerson and Nancy Cordes, thank you both very much.